Well, tonight, our communities in Black Hawk County should be a little bit safer. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ron Steele. As always, thank you so much for joining us here tonight for your news live at 6 o'clock. Today, authorities giving us the results of a recent joint law enforcement operation locally in Black Hawk County targeting local violent offenders.
Police Department, Willie, come out.
Dozens of alleged violent offenders taken off the street.
Okay. So we can tell by the size of that man. That's a glider, man. Some of y'all may have been thinking that was an hombrito. That's a glider, man. If you know anything about what's going on in Atlanta right now, they're cracking down. And in New York. We have selective memory, we forget a lot of these things. But in New York and Atlanta specifically, on the gangs, they're cracking down heavy, especially with the rap crews and the rap-affiliated gangs. And if you go online, you know, some people are saying, oh, it's a conspiracy, man. They're taking all our heroes, man. They trying to take all our artists, man. They ain't doing nothing, man. They only do this to us. Well, this is Black Hawk County. And Black Hawk County is 81% glider and 9.4% Sunman. Now, that's a lot of sun people. But, and it's 2.3 on Brito. Now, here's the thing. The people they're picking up in this sting in Black Hawk County, Iowa, are gliders. And a lot of people on this channel wonder, they say, well, why don't you report on more glider crime? One, Sun people commit the lion's share of the crime, the violent crime, and the crime we cover on this channel. The lion's share. And two, I used to have a series called White People Do It Too. And I would drop it every week. Some of you guys remember that have been down with the channel for maybe, this was probably 3-4 years ago. And this was on another channel too. This is on a previous iteration of Ock Nation. And I would get, 3,000-4,000 views a video. Then I would drop White People Do It Too and get 150 views. Y'all don't want to see that because y'all know who's committing the lion's share of crime in this country. And y'all know that the stuff that these gliders are doing, most of those murders are domestic. Most of those murders are inside of the home. Most of those murders are somebody, they killed a home invader, or somebody was getting carjacked and they killed the perpetrator. Y'all want to see what's going on in the stand because it's way more intriguing and you can't understand it because it's senseless.
Dozens of alleged violent offenders taken off the streets of Black Hawk County in a 3-day crackdown by law enforcement. Federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies working together in an effort to reduce violent crime locally. It was called Operation Washout Waterloo.
Our team, the U.S. Marshals, several other agencies have worked together over a period of time to put the pieces of this puzzle together.
Authorities gave us a briefing last week, but we did not report the operation until today to protect the agents out in the field and, of course, not jeopardize the entire operation. Overall, 40 fugitives, alleged gang members, sex offenders, and violent criminals were...
Listen, man. It is what it is, man. Yes, this goes on in glider counties. But there's so much more of this that needs to be done in the Sun community. And that's why you see what you see on this channel, many other channels.
Some of them are fresh, some of them are years old, some of them are Fed cases, some of them are state cases, some of them are fugitives that are, that may not even think people are even looking for them yet.
Now, this is the acting U.S. Marshal for the Northern District of Iowa. This brother. Everywhere you look, man. Take me to your leader. Listen, man. And we got to hear about racism all day. Everywhere you look, if it's some policing going on, and you say, hey, man, I ain't dealing with you. You just a regular cop, man. Take me to your leader, man. Or, I ain't dealing with you. You just a regular SWAT team, man. Take me to your leader. They gonna march you right to the doorstep of the office of some son man or son woman in this nakedly racist country.
Some of them are fresh, some of them are years old, some of them are Fed cases, some of them are state cases, some of them are fugitives that are, that may not even think people are even looking for them yet.
Waterloo police point out this operation took a lot to pull off.
Well, there's so much that goes into it. These guys have done so much research on where the wanted subjects hang out, who they hang with, where they go, what they drive, their girlfriends, their families. I mean, they've done so much research to know where to start looking and to start keeping their eye out.
U.S. Marshals say they plan to do more of these crackdowns in the future and try to find out where the next need is within the community.
A lot of times these operations will drive crime down for a time period. It may shift crime. It may drive it down. It may completely eliminate it. So we don't know how that's going to shake out, but we have to kind of wait until that kind of happens.
So operation there over a 3-day period, 40 arrests so far. 5 violent crime fugitives, though, have been identified, though they likely, we're told, have left the state of Iowa. Now, the Northern Iowa Fugitive Task Force will work to find out where those 5 are, as well as others, and bring them eventually to justice.
That's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
You're looking at some chilling video showing 3 suspects holding a homeowner at gunpoint as they steal his money and belongings. Thank you for joining us for the news at 4. I'm Hannah Kim. It happened.
Now, does Hannah Kim get to do an op-ed on, how these Southern men, and I think one of them might have been a Ombrito or glider, maybe, I don't know. But majority Southern men just on the regular, it's like clockwork, man. Either knockout game, robbery, home invasion, random murders, just terrorizing her community. Can she do an op-ed? Can she cry on camera? Can she go off script? No, I ain't think so.
Thank you for joining us for the news at 4. I'm Hannah Kim. It happened last Tuesday as the homeowner was returning home overnight near Seattle's Columbia City neighborhood. Now his family is using social media hoping to catch those robbers. Fox 13 News reporter Frankie Thompson is live in Seattle for us after speaking with that homeowner. And Frankie, I can't even imagine. I'm sure he's shaken up.
Hannah, the homeowner was so scared he was on the verge of a heart attack, holding his chest as he watched those robbers trash his home with a gun to his face.
And he should have had a heart attack, because they'll kill you and won't think twice about it. They'll kill you, get caught. These are probably teens. Do 3 or 4 years in jail, come home, even worse. Or if they're adults, young adults, technically adults, they'll kill you, go 25, do 25 years in jail. And had they not killed you, they'd have went to jail for 25 years for something else. So you actually die for nothing in both cases. So he should have had a heart attack.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Startled and afraid for his life, Sipon Samvalai shuffles for the key to his house as one thief rifles through his wallet, a crook holding him at gunpoint, and a third following behind, also armed with a gun. Terrifying. And then there's the gun right there.
Who else is here?
That's just really scary. I don't know what to do. That's what
I just told them, okay, that's all I got.
This Ring surveillance camera recorded the alarming robbery at Sunvilai's front porch.
I know. I'm looking for the key.
It was May 3rd, just before 1 a.m. when he got home after taking his wife to work at a local casino.
I didn't see them yet. I didn't see the car coming yet.
Sunvilai says he doesn't know the criminals, but thinks they followed him home from the casino. When he got home, he walked up the stairs to his door with his keys in hand.
Then
They followed him home from the casino, man. That's a huge up-and-coming crime that's on the rise nowadays, man. Those follow home robberies. They're on the rise. If you go do some shopping, jewelry, I don't care if you buying your wife your fiance a wedding ring, or buying your wife some jewelry, or you go into a high-end store, just be on the lookout. They follow people home because you're not expecting it. You're just getting your bags out your car. You're not expecting that. And then boom, here comes some sun teens, and look like, I don't know what that is. That might be a glider, man. We're going to give him glider status, man, just in honor of this video, man. There's a glider, man. But you don't expect some teens, some young men to... It's not what you're expecting. So it just catches you off guard. And it works in their favor. Even whether you're armed or whatever, you're just not expecting it.
Casino. When he got home, he walked up the stairs to his door with his keys in hand.
Then the car come right there. And they point the gun to me. Then they run to me. They told me, okay, don't open the door.
Once the crooks ran to the porch, they stole $500 out of his wallet and forced him inside at gunpoint to steal more. After ransacking his home, Sunvilai says the thieves got away with one of his wife's purses, her jewelry, a gold bracelet he's had for 20 years, and his jacket with $3,000 inside needed to pay for bills for the house.
I had that for a long time.
Not only did the criminals rob him of his belongings, but also his sense of security.
Really, I really very worried about safety, and my wife she's so really scared too.
This is the 74th violent and property crime this year in the Columbia City neighborhood, according to the Seattle Police Department crime dashboard. The thieves tried to rip his surveillance camera from the wall, but not before it got a shot of the tattoo under the right eye of one of the suspects. While Sunvilai says he's watching his back for those three thugs, he's encouraging others to do the same.
When you go to store, when you go at night time, when you go out, you have to be looking behind you. If they have the car follow you, don't even stop in your house.
Seattle Police Department says this is an active investigation. The homeowner's children shared their surveillance video on social media, and it's getting several thousands of views. If you think you recognize any of the three suspects in the video, you are asked to call Seattle Police right away. Reporting live in Seattle, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.
Very scary. Thank you, Frankie.